All right, first and foremost, give all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahshua, Bashon, Kakodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles, great millstone who rule well, and the worthy to be counted for double honors. And peace, citation to brothers out there pushing this truth wholeheartedly and sincerely and full of the gospel. It's your brother Gabaria from the Indiana camp. Come back at you again, wanted to sit down. To basically talk about, being basically in a double agent. All right, not being, living your whole entire life over much over much righteousness. All right. I was watching the movie Men in Black, and I seen where he says, where he was talking to Agent K, and he said, oh, so what's the catch? What do I have to do? He said, well, what you have to do is you have to cut every human tie that you ever made impossible. And basically, you'll never live a life as a normal person as far as, like, getting a family, coming home to a family, having kids, all that gets cut out. And he said he'll give them to Sunrise to think about it. And the real reason why he said that is because you're going to be in this organization where until death, or until you become what's called retire, when they end up wiping your memory, then you can go out and but retirement, you live your whole entire life to serve to this purpose. So retirement, you're gonna be straight, but you're not gonna have to live your life anymore. But anyways, and then he asked him while he was walking away, he said, is it worth it? And he said, oh yeah, it's well worth it. He said, if you're strong enough. So, and I looked at that, and I was just thinking, I'm like, man, that's kind of like the truth, being in this truth. It's kind of like being in the Men in Black. Here these men, they know about top aliens and UFO, and they know, it's crazy because they know about the intergalactic, life out there, and that's kind of what we do know. We know there's angels out there. We know there's Most High. We know that's where the throne is at. That's where the Lord dwells at, in the heavens. Okay, so we know what's out there. And a lot of people thinking it's just space, it's just planet Earth, and that's it. Ain't no really no higher being out there. You have some people that think these things. So, but by us being in the know, we know it. So, to get back to the point at hand, they basically spend their whole entire lives basically serving this organization, and that's how we are, man. We spend our whole entire lives serving this organization, which is what? The truth, man. All right, but the opposite of between us and Men in Black try to keep it concealed and keep it contained because they don't want the public to know about it. See, we're actually doing the complete opposite. We're actually out there telling the public, hey, this is what's going, and the public is going to reject it. They're not going to believe it. They're not going to want to believe it. So thus for only a select group amount of people is going to really understand this thing and actually buckle down and get with it. And those are the people that it's going to be that's going to be awoke. Is going to see this place for what it truly is. And without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get some couple scriptures to back up the points. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 7 verse 16. It says, be not righteous over much, neither make thyself over wise. Why shouldst thou destroy thyself? See, so basically this is talking about, person might bring this all. See, you weren't supposed to be, doing this truth 24/7. You got to give yourself a break, and which is true. Yeah, I mean, I can't see no brother that wants to study 24/7, reading 24/7. You have to break away sometimes. That's basically a good studying habit. You don't read 24/7. You don't watch videos 24/7. You don't do nothing in this truth 24/7. Every single waking moment you get. Reason why? Because what? You got a job, you got a life, you got to go pay bills, you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to go wash your clothes, you got to go this, you got to spend time with your children. You got to do certain things that appease this world. You can't just sit at home and because you're not going to get nothing done. All right. And then on top of that, that's not a good studying habit. If you're studying 24/7 all times of your life, then it's really going to be a waste because you're not going to retain anything. You're just reading just to read it. You're just studying it just to study. Yeah, you might retain some of it, but in the over amount of time that you're doing it, you're going to forget half the things you know. So what's the point of doing it? If you know any good studying habit, if you study one subject and get really good on that subject, and then probably touching on that subject every so once in a while, if something that you don't know, let's say you don't know about reincarnation, then you do a real good brief study about reincarnation, And then, you get the gist of it. So if somebody come ask you, you got a couple scriptures to back yourself up. And then, who's to say a month from now, 2 months from now, you retouch on it. You go back to reincarnation. You say, hey, let me see. Let me do it. And you might find out something new. Like, oh, damn, I didn't even know this scripture was talking about it. Oh, this scripture was talking about this. Hey, King David was talking about it in this. And oh, Yahushua mentioned it in this. So you're going to get more and more understanding on it as you go more about it. Hey, that's how, one thing is about sheeps. That's how you know that when they chew something, they just don't chew it one time, swallow it and digest it, and it goes through like normal, like we do. No, when the sheep chews, spits it out, and it eats it again, and it swallows it, then it digests it. All right, it's called regurgitating. All right, so and then we are also like them sheeps, So basically, it's saying that if whatever we eat, whatever we study, if we go over it again, we're gonna get more nutrients out of it. It's basically like sucking the nutrients out of every single time we come, man. Until at a certain point, I ain't gonna say at a certain point you ain't even gonna know. You gonna know everything about it because it's some things the elders will touch base on, and then they'll just find out. So this thing is a constant, everlasting growing cycle, man. All right, there should never be a time where you just think you're stagnant or okay, I know everything about the Bible. I'm done. I done studied everything. You can't tell me nothing. Even if you do know everything, even if you do know every question a brother throws at you, you should still study. You should still have the drive and to listen to the scriptures, to watch a video, to read a chapter 2, read a book or two, whatever your niche, man. But the thing about it is being not over righteous much, And then on top of that, really, it's also hitting into doing things that's what's it called? Because this scripture I was just what I just basically said. That's another scripture of it. It says much studying is the weariness of the mind, something like that. I can get it later. But anyways, being righteous over much is basically we already know what righteousness is. What's righteousness? Righteousness is what's it called? Anything that pertains to the law, that's keeping the statutes, laws, commandments, wearing mixed fabrics. That's not righteous. That's a sin. Putting a homosexual to death, that's righteous. What else? Wearing the borders of blue with the fringes on every piece of on your pieces of clothing, that's righteous. On the bottom piece of your clothing, that's righteous. Not being in the same household as your woman when she's on her menstrual cycle, that's righteous. We know the righteous things, but it says be not right. It says be not righteous over much. So if we see a homosexual and we go, like, oh, that's a homosexual, let's go kill him. That's being righteous over much. That's why at the end it says, why should I destroy thyself? Because guess what? Eventually Esau is going to lay hands on us and kill us because we could just commit a murder. In his eyes, he thinks it's murder, but in the Lord's eyes, yes, that was a righteous act. But we're not supposed to be out there executing all like that. Matter of fact, I remember where Will Smith, and actually in the movie Men in Black, when I was hitting it to, he was shooting randomly, and Agent K, he said, hey, you just don't go out here and shoot randomly. He said, civilians out here, man. Basically you could use that, for a brother that want to cuss out everybody every day. Oh, what's up, Esau? Esau, you going to slavery, that? And like, dude, calm down, dog. We not out on the highways and byways. Chill. I mean, you fucking Edomite, man. Fucking, I'm like, dog, listen. You can't just go out and randomly in public and just yell at people. That's not what we about. Dog, you still gotta live lives. You still gotta have, you still have some type of decency, man. You can't just go out there and cuss out every single person because you find out who these people truly are. Yes, you're gonna get riled up when you see certain Edomites and certain heathens. But hey, what are you doing? Go back in the living room and close the door. It's like his son and walking in the room. But anyways, you're not gonna get riled up every time you see an Edomite, and but you have to keep yourself contained, man. All right. Let me continue. It says, "Be not over much wicked, neither be thou foolish. Why should thou die before thy time?" All right, and we basically just don't be a nigga. Let me get this. This is Romans chapter 12 and verse 18. It says, if it be possible, as much as lieth in you, live peaceable with all men. See? So it says all men. All right, heathens and Israel's included. If it be possible, as much as you can take, live peaceable with all men, man. That means as much as you can bear in your soul, try to live, try to basically be the most peaceable you possibly can be. Now I know some brothers has lines that they can't, that people shouldn't overstep. And hey, even the law, even Esau's law, hey, if somebody touch you, lay hands on you, hey, that's considered assault. Nobody can just touch you randomly, So, if somebody's really make you really mad, man, and they try to be a good sport and pat you on the back or do something like that, you can, hey, by all means, man. You can try your best, man, if this person get on your nerves, man, and he do some type of fucking asshole-ish move, like he was, hey, man, buck up, fellow, and hit you on the back or whatever, man, hey, you can have all that, man, because the law is on your side. He touched you first, hey, that's considered assault, that's attack, you can defend yourself, Or, hey, if your job is really making you vexed that hard and where you just can't really bear no more, go find another job, put your 2 weeks notice in, or just say, hey, I can't do this job no more. I just, it's too much for me. I'm going somewhere else. It's leaving peaceably, not just rambling out your job. Like, fuck this job, That's we gotta live peaceably. If it be possible, if it's within you to do that, live peaceable with all men, man. If your landlords get on your nerves, hey, man, hey, just pay your rent, man. Find another place to live and just leave. That's basically my whole entire motto. I mean, my whole entire way of thinking is, if I don't like something, I'll try to either maneuver it past it and suffer it, or try to find a better outcome. Like right now I'm heavily vexed at my job. Like I can't. I ain't gonna say it's been the worst job I've ever had, but this job I am very, 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 very vexed at, and I'm at the point where I don't even feel like going there no more. So I don't say anything. I tell people that I work with, like, hey, yeah, find me another job. Think about going there, and it seems pretty easy. I can do this and do that. I talk to them about it. But, when the time comes, I will tell my job, hey, I can't do this job no more. I'm going to put my 2 weeks notice in respectfully, and I'm be on my way. So and that's the piece. Well, I could just go out there cussing everybody out the last day I'm there, yeah. But what benefit would that be to me, Living that double agent life, man. Living that, basically being in the world, but not of the world, man. That's another good one. You have to live in this world, but don't be conformed into this world, even though we have to live in it, Hey, what do they say? It says, when in Rome, act like the Romans, Paul considered when they asked him, hey, are you a Roman? And he said, yeah, I'm a Roman, Now, was Paul really a Roman? No, man, he was a Benjamite of an Israelite, But hey, we have citizenship here. We have rights. We so-called have rights. We got to use them. So when we leave out this way, we're not Quam, or we're not Shanach, or whatever your brother's Hebrew name is. We're not one of the Hebrew names. We're Tom, or we're Joe, or we're Billy, or Tyrone. I should stop naming Edomites names. we're Tyrone, or Daquan, or Javante, or whatever name we got in this government, man. That's who we are when we walk out in this world, man. We can't put it on our, what is your name? Yasher Allah. We can't do that. We have to put, our we have to put our government names, right? But that basically what the point I'm trying to drive home is, being a double agent in this truth, man. Don't be all rowdy in the spirit. Want to cuss out everybody. Want to just be righteous all 24/7. Just thinking you always got it. Studying excessive amount of time, thinking hey, I'm gonna be the most super duperest Israelite ever. Just be a double agent, man. And go handle your business, man. Dedicate some time to the Lord, man, and do the things you have to do. All right. All right, with that, I hope this video was edifying. It's lucky I rambled on a little too long. I didn't really mean to talk that much, but hey, it's all through the spirit, So, Lord willing, I hope this video was edifying for you brothers, and all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, Bashim Kakodash, and double unstead elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom.